The cheetah has been revered since ancient times for its beauty and speed, but it is now under threat. Numbers have fallen dramatically during the 20th century, and the cheetah's range, once stretching as far north as Turkey and east into India, is now largely confined to eastern and southern Africa. Here, at Mount Camdebou, in the heart of the South African Karoo, there is a plan to reverse the decline in numbers by rewilding cheetahs bred in captivity. Richard Slater is the general manager at Mount Camdebou, and with over 25 years' experience, is highly respected in the conservation and reserve management community.
Potential plan to rewild cheetah is born out of the fact that currently there's a bit of a shortage of wild roaming cheetah. So an idea has come about to see if we can rewild basically captive bred cheetah, with South Africa I think potentially being the main breeding ground these days for cheetah. And we'll be able to send those cheetah to the rest of Africa where they are either disappeared or their numbers are critically low.
Rewilding is not an easy task. One key concern of the Endangered Wildlife Trust, who manage the cheetah metapopulation, is that rewilded cheetahs have little understanding of other predators, particularly lions. Mount Camdebou plan to address this by adding lions to the south of the reserve, and Richard is hopeful that the EWT will support the rewilding project.
There is a concern within the rewilding idea that, what do we do? How do we get cheetah habituated to lions? We're hoping with the lion next door to cheetah that there'll be some sort of familiarization. And, it might even be worth the risk then of saying, okay, well, let's put one of those rewilded cheetah in here just for that exposure for lion, monitor it quite closely, just so that they know exactly what a lion is.
The starting point for the rewilding project are the 4 cheetahs already living at Mount Camdebou. A 16-year-old female, a 7-year-old male, and the 2 surviving cubs from their last litter. The adult male's quick eating habits show he has encountered lions before, and, as male cheetahs are sociable hunters, he will pass on this knowledge to any males that come through the programme. Sadly, this may not include his surviving son. At 2 years old, the adolescent male suffers from paper bone disease and will need to undergo further veterinary tests to determine whether it will ever be safe for him to fend for himself. The real hope for the future is his sister. The adolescent female already displays the curiosity that Richard and his team hope will transition into the ability to hunt. Ordinarily, she would have been taught this by Tandeka, but has had to be raised in an enclosure after contracting a virus as an infant. At 16, Tandeka is still hunting, but is unlikely to have further cubs. Her previous offspring have already become additions to reserves across South Africa. Once everything is in place for the rewilding project, the young female will move to a new home in Mount Camdebou's greater north, where her rewilding progress will be monitored by volunteers.
The rewilding would probably entail sourcing or looking for cheetah that have been captive bred, and then you slowly release them into the wild. So they might be kept in a boma for a certain amount of time, and then with a huge amount of monitoring, take those cheetah out and see if they can learn to catch for themselves.
Richard understands that the project is likely to present many challenges, but he is equally clear on why the project is needed.
We can't stand back anymore and say it's not our problem, we can't interfere. Numbers are low, so therefore we have to get involved. We need to do something. Cheetah need our help. They're in this position because of us, so I think one needs to do as much as one can to try and secure their numbers.